Today we're going to learn how to make non-toxic and natural dryer sheets. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah McFall of MyMerryMessyLife.com. I'm also the author of Detox Your Home, which you can find on Amazon, also on my blog, and it includes more than 80 DIY recipes to help you go non-toxic and natural in your home, with recipes just like the one we're going to do today, which are non-toxic dryer sheets. So this is so easy. It took me about like 3 minutes to make last time. So easy, and they're effective. They help your laundry smell really good. They are scented with essential oils instead of artificial fragrances. So one thing I want to talk about is that dryer sheets are very toxic. If you go to the EWG.org, which is the Environmental Working Group, they test products from cleaning, laundry, bath, body, and beauty products and give you a toxicity rating on a scale from 0 to 10. So I looked up a very popular brand of dryer sheets, Bounty. You've probably heard of it or even used it, and they got a grade of D from A to F. F obviously failing, they got a grade of D. And it's because of the artificial fragrances and the softeners that they put on the dryer sheets. Now what happens is these artificial fragrances, which are bound together by particles of phthalates, which are particles of plastic, they bind the artificial fragrance molecules together. That's what helps to give it a strong scent. Also, they put formaldehyde in it. These two chemicals are released into the air of your home when your dryer is going. All of those artificial fragrances are being dispersed out of your dryer and into the air of your home, literally polluting the air in your home. You may have already noticed that when you're washing your clothes or cleaning your house, you may not feel good. You may feel like you have loss of energy, a headache, your nose may be running, you may have brain fog, confusion, trouble with your memory and things like that. And it can all be related to artificial fragrances. They are literally causing an allergic reaction within your body. So avoiding these artificial fragrances in your laundry detergent, laundry softener, any laundry boosters that you use, and dryer sheets is very important in my opinion. So you can replace all of that with essential oils, which are therapeutic. They're actually good for your health. They promote your health. They help your body do what it was designed to do. They help it heal itself. Also, the softeners that you're going to find in Bounce sheets and other ones like Bounce are also highly toxic. And they also leave a film on your clothes so that there's no static cling, and also just to keep your clothes nice and soft. So they work really well, but that film stays on your clothes and it gets onto your skin. Many people have noticed that they get rashes and other issues and they don't know why, and a lot of times it's related to the laundry products you've got. Let's move on to the recipe. It's so easy. I have this giant jar. I actually got it at IKEA, but I'm gonna link to a similar one you can get at Amazon. I believe this is a 64-ounce jar. I love the flip top lid, makes it very cute. You need a cup and a half of water, a cup of vinegar. Now, if you really hate the smell of vinegar, and there will be a smell of vinegar on the wipes when you take them out of the jar. Once they go through your dryer, the dryer really burns up the scent of the vinegar. You hardly smell it at all. But the vinegar is in this recipe as a natural softener, and it does reduce, I have found in my experience, it has reduced static clinging. You could also use vegetable glycerin as a natural softener. Another product you could use, which I don't have on hand at the moment, is liquid aloe vera. I'll link to that in the description box below. Not aloe vera, the gel, but liquid aloe vera that people use like as a dietary supplement and things like that. I would do just a tablespoon or two of this and replace the vinegar with water. I haven't done that myself yet though, so I don't know how well that works, but you can just experiment with it and try it. So I'm gonna put in 1 cup of vinegar because the vinegar doesn't bother me. I love using vinegar in natural cleaning products because it is so cheap and readily available in nearly every store. So now we're gonna put in our essential oils to soften it naturally. I like to use essential oils that are clear, and that way there's no color that's deposited on the clothes. Even though they'll be on the cloths themselves, sometimes the color can transfer from the cloth to your clothes, so you don't wanna stain your clothes, so I would choose clear essential oils. So the essential oils I'm gonna be using today are lavender and peppermint. They leave a really bright, wonderful scent to your clothes, and they're clear. So the first time I made this recipe, I made it with 25 drops of essential oils. That left a good scent, but it wasn't strong enough for me, so I'm gonna use 30 to 35 drops, I think, this time. So we'll start with 15 drops of lavender. And And let's do 20 drops of peppermint. You can just swish that around a little bit. So these are cotton baby wipes that you can use to wipe little baby bums. They're 8 by inch square. I also use them in my cleaning and disinfecting wipes containers. They're awesome. They're flannel, very soft, very thick and absorbent. And I'll link to them in the description box below. So they work really well in this, and I'm gonna show you how to roll them like a paper towel holder. And you're just gonna pull the wipes up through the middle of the roll. Okay, so I've got a stack of 25 of these flannel baby wipes. So take your first wipe, put it like so, and put the other one on top, halfway on top, like this. And now we roll it. And you want to roll it pretty tightly so all of these wipes will fit in the jar. And you stop once you get about halfway, and you add another wipe. So they always overlap each other. You want to keep the ends as even as possible. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now that we've rolled the wipes, we're gonna put them into the solution. Now, depending on the wipes that you use, you may need less water than what I have if you're using thinner wipes. If you're using thicker, then you may need more water. So you're just gonna have to kind of play with it. If they're soaking wet, it's totally okay because you're putting them in with wet clothes. So it's okay if they're really wet. You just don't want them to be too dry. All right, so now you stick them down in your jar. They fit just perfectly. That's how I know 25 wipes works. Then I close it up. So I also sell these beautiful labels. They're printable labels. You can get them in my Etsy shop. They have what's on it in the front, and then on the back, you put the recipe. So you never have to look up the recipe again. I print these on waterproof paper. Hi. And I link to the paper that I use. It comes from Amazon. I link to that in the document with the labels, and you can find them in my Etsy store. I'll have them linked in the description box below. You pull out this top one and you put 1 to 2 sheets in with your clothes in the dryer. If you want a stronger scent, then do the 2 sheets. If you're fine with just 1, then do 1. If you've got a lot of sweaters or fleece things, then you're probably gonna wanna do 2 so that it reduces the static cling. So that's it. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And if you did, would you give it a thumbs up? And would you also please subscribe to my channel? It helps creators like me be able to produce more free content for you. And also leave me a comment below. Let me know, have you ever tried a recipe like this before? If you make this recipe, come back and let me know if it works for you or if it didn't. It's okay, because if it didn't work for you, then we can learn from your experience and we can discuss how to make it better. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.